kind of silly happy because I have an orange pen. I've never wrote with an orange pen before. And so it's the silly things that make you happy. And so if you start with love, light, and joy, I used to make fun of psychics. I really did. And so because I would make fun of all my crystal shaker psychics because they all were like into crystals and things. And I thought, oh, what's wrong with you? And they said, well, what's your secret? Because you're so amazingly psychic, floaty psychic, right? And so, because I did a radio show, I did a 2-hour radio show every day. They gave me this big radio show on this big network. So I did this for a couple of years in Florida. And it was all over. It was in Orlando and Tampa Bay and St. Petersburg and Clearwater and Fort Myers and Naples and Sarasota. It was a pretty big show because it covered all those places. And so anyway, I'm on this show, and they told me to do this radio show, and I'm like, well, what would you like for me to do it on? They said, you do it on anything you want. We don't care as long as you're on it. And I'm like, okay. All right, well, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to interview psychics, right? Because I always wondered, like, what you got, what you other gurus out there, what you got, because I never paid any attention to any psychics ever in my life, really. And I was just always psychic. I was born psychic. So if you're born psychic, you're not too concerned with like whatever else is going on the planet, and because you're an idiot like me, and I had a big ego, and but I grew out of that, thank you God for all the lessons, but I kept on, trying to figure out what you got, and so as I interviewed psychics, I really, I have to say I wasn't too impressed. I really wasn't, and I was like, come on, that's it. Because I would put them on the spot. I would have them doing shows like I did. And I'm like, well, if you're psychic, come up with something psychic that no one knows, and you're supposed to know something. And but they were very much into love, light, and joy, and love and light and some joy and some little more love and some more light and some more joy. That's what I felt like. That hand was in my head. Right. And so anyway, they told me to do the show on love, light, and joy. So I want to know how much love you got, how much light you got, and how much joy you got. I'm going to fix you. Okay. Judy, let me start with you. Let me start with you. How much, okay. I'm going to answer the question. Okay. Okay. How much love does Judy have? Okay. How much love does Judy have? I heard all of it. Nice. Did you guys feel your head get warm? Judy, did you feel your face get warm? Did you feel how warm you got?
My chest got warm. Yeah.
Well, Thank you. Got all of it, Judy. Can I borrow some?
Yeah, and you know what? And see, that's the thing. So if you guys just empath Judy, you're going to actually be able to dig deep and find some love somewhere in your cold heart. Okay. And so you don't want to run around with a cold heart, because that's a miserable damn place to be. And so okay, so Judy's got all of it. She's got all the love. That makes sense.
I'm sharing it.
Yeah, I got warm. Well, I would like to say that I appreciate your love. I really, really do. I sincerely appreciate your love, because I don't know if God was pissed with you the day that he gave me to you, but he did. And so here we are. And so Judy puts up with me everywhere I see Brian laughing. He's like, and everybody else is like, good Lord, how'd she do it? And but you're really a genius with love. And so when you have to deal with something, and it's a handful of something, whatever that may be, and you and I saw your mind, Judy, go somewhere. But you actually you have to dig deep. And how do you dig deep? You dig deep with love. And I see you do it time and time again. And I mean, I've seen you deal with things before where I would say, my psychic spiritual advice would be to you, punch them in the face. Right. Well, that's not very spiritual, Mr. Gary Spivey dude that's supposed to be compassionate and all love and light and a fist in the face, Judy. And I saw you respond with love. I saw you just respond with love. Simple. and you, damn it, you won. And you got through your different things I saw you go through, and you won, but you did that with love. And it was like when God says they don't know what, or Christ said they don't know what they do, that kind of thing. And so, but you were very, very like that. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they do. And you never wavered, and you never went away from anybody's side you were ever on, even if they switched teams and they weren't on your side. And for no reason. And I saw you do that, and I was like blown away, and so much better than fist in the face thing. And so, but you did that with love. And I think that's amazing, and so,
I think I did the fist in the face when I was younger, and it just didn't seem to work so well.
So okay. So you never really won with that one,
nope.
Right?
Just allowing and letting people, and I didn't really think I had much love, so I guess I didn't know. I mean,
you had all of it. No, you had all the love. You had all the love. And Brian's like, just, and I see Brian, like, in his mind, he's talking to you or something. You guys are telepathing each other, like whatever. And so like that. And so, but she does, right, Brian? She has like all the love,
No matter how many things are going on around her, she just loves everybody.
What do you do? How do you do that? How do you do that? How do you do that? I'm asking, how sincerely, how do you do that? How do you do that thing? I got teary. That was very healing.
There's just so much energy taken up in like, there's no energy to love for me. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but for hate and for frustration and all that takes a lot of energy. And so I don't go to that space.
I think that's brilliant. I think this is brilliant. So all you guys, how many of you guys get tired lately? Right? Let me raise two hands, right? How many of you guys get tired lately? Have you ever thought maybe you put so much energy into hate, or so much energy into not okay, or bitching? How many of you guys bitch your heads off lately? How many of you guys find yourself in this energy where you really do complain a lot? Right? And so, and you're saying, Judy, that takes a lot of energy.
It does. It takes a lot of energy. And so people that worry and bitch and all this, I'm just like, well, what if you just chill out and don't say anything?
And love?
I don't use the word love, but I guess I will now.
Well, I think that's what you do. If you have all the love, you must be loving, because how else could you do it? So I think that's brilliant. I think that's amazing. And so how much light do you have? I heard all of it.
Wow.
So feel how hot you got right then?
I did. My hands, everything got hot.
Damn, Judy, you're about to ascend right in front of us.
You could. That'd be kind of good for the show. We'd miss you a little bit, but I'm telling you, that'd be great. Lady ascends on show. It's like, anyway. So, but no, you got like all the light. You got all the light, and so why do you think you got so much light? Because I know you have dumb luck light. You got the dumbest luck I've ever seen with any human being ever. You could fall out of a window and somebody will hand you a parachute on the way down. I mean, you really have this crazy, crazy, dumb luck. And I've seen it over and over and over. And it's not like a dumb luck that you're counting on, but you just expect it. You just expect it. And I see it happen to you. And I see it happen to people around you. That's the reason I always I'm trying to get real close so it rubs off. But you got this dumb luck. You really do.
I had the nickname Mr. Magoo because he would walk down the street and the ladder would fall behind him and a car crash would come. And I've always had that, and very thankful for it, and recognize it and go, thank you. Thank you.
Even for bad, I've heard you say that, even for bad things that happen, it avoids something that could be much worse. And so I've seen you say thank you for stuff. And I'm like, what is wrong with her?
I know.
And
I
so,
ended up in the hospital for 3 days, and I was like, "Thank you, thank you, thank you for this," because I wouldn't have been able to get the tests that I needed to know that everything was okay. So I'm like, okay. And most people would bitch and complain and want to get out of the hospital, and I'm like, "Oh, I caught
you're
up with
there.
Netflix."
But yeah, but you're there for a reason. And so that's
Reason.
it. Yeah.
So you
Well,
just have to
that's
allow.
who you are. So you got all the light. Okay. We're beginning to not like you at this point. Okay.
No,
And
I'm
so,
pushing it out. I'm pushing it back.
because human beings, we're a bunch of jealous folk, and so human beings, that's the nature, right? What do you mean you got all the love? What do you mean you got all the light? Okay. So all you haters out there, don't hate. Okay. If you project love to Judy, then you'll actually become one with her. And then you'll get all that stuff going on. Good. And so, all right. Okay. What about joy? Oh, I finally found one. You're believe it or not, you seem more joyful than anything. And I know that when I'm with you, you find a lot of joy. And I find a lot of joy. And I think that's our biggest camaraderie that we have, because we're basically children. And so, was that Dean laughing? I heard a voice. Anyway, and but we're like little kids. We're like little silly kids. But see, I think Dean and Michelle, Dean, you guys, I think that you guys are little kids too. And
We will
Brian,
never grow up. We're Toys R Us kids.
yeah. And Brian, I'm sure you are a little kid. You're like, you make I mean, you're just, when you're around Brian, you just feel so happy. It's so silly and crazy. And so with joy though, sometimes you don't think you're deserving of joy. Thank God I found a flaw in you. Okay. So there we go. And so, but you're around, so you gravitate towards really joyful people. And that feels good to you. We have a friend that passed who was a famous Indian, and he was the Indian that with the big headdress at the end of Reagan's coffin when at the library, in California. And so, but he was a very famous Indian. He was a friend, like family with Judy, a family member, and then he was became a friend with me, and so he was one of the most joyful people I'd ever met in my life. And you liked him, and he liked you. He got you, and he was a very unique, eccentric, crazy person. And I mean, he had the biggest collection of yes that you've ever seen. He had a collection of everything on the planet. He actually collected all this stuff, and he even had his office duplicated to be the Oval Office for real, right? And so, and it was so authentic that he had everything down to the moldings, the details, the paintings on the wall, the presidential desk, which Dean has now. And so that's the Resolute desk, right? The Resolute desk. And so, but this is like but you gravitated towards, I remember these crazy, joyful people, you gravitate to those people, and those people gravitate to you because I think you have so much love, so much light that they need that. Because believe it or not always joyful people have a lot of love and have a lot of light. I think we're all shy of one of these things. And thank you, Angel, for giving me something to talk about tonight. And so, because we need to address it, and we need to figure it out. We need to figure out, okay, what is this, and what is it not, and how do we get it? Okay, so Judy, I got yours. I'm telling you where you're missing yours. When you were a child, I know this about you because you're my friend and I know you, but you actually, your house caught on fire and burned down, and you lost everything.
Mm-hmm.
Right? How old were you when that happened?
8 years old.
At 8 years old, you lost your child spirits. And so when that happened, and it was like you had joy, and then it went away because it burned up.
I had just had my 8th birthday. And in our family, when we get our 8th birthday, we get, a party, and we get everything. I just redecorated my bedroom to a canopy bed, and pink and purple and white carpet.
You were a princess. Right.
So And I had that for 2 months and then it burned. And a big rabbit, like a rabbit like this
Your
big.
rabbit burns. Oh my God, that's terrible.
Oh,
Yeah.
the rabbit died.
You're
But-
depressing us. You're depressing us.
but-
But I go back and I actually see that. I mean, I know it for a fact because I know you, but I would go back, and if I didn't know you, I would still have said this because I psychically read that that's when you lost your child spirit. And so when you lose your child spirit, guys, when you lose your child spirit, and you can lose your child spirit yesterday, you said, well, I went to the psychic seminar and I got my child spirit back and I am good to go. Well, you could lose it again when things are traumatizing and your little child spirit gets beat up again. Your little child spirit's not going to stay in some miserable place. It will go right back to God and hang out with God. And that's how that works. And so you lost your child spirit. And so if we work and get your child spirit back, will you still come and hang out with us? Yeah.
Of course.
I don't feel the need to be there anymore. So anyway, all right. So here we go. All right. So you want to just ask God?
God.
Wow. Okay. And ask the I am Father. Say I am Father.
I am Father.
I am Father is the teacher of oracles. The I am Father came to me. I didn't even know there was an I am Father. I knew there was an I am. I was friends with I am. I am looks like a 32, 33-year-old male stripper with blue eyes. I don't see anything the color. Let me see that water bottle right there. Thank you. Thank you. All right. And so the I am's eyes are the lighter color blue right there. And sort of in between the lighter and the darker. And so, but his whole eyeball is blue, right? And so this is the I am, and the I am is I am, and then of course you have the I am Father, which was the I am before I am, and so the I am Father. I didn't even know this particular big being existed, because this big being exists in really high places. And I believe that I went through my traumatizing thing where I died of COVID 5 times and then still stayed alive somehow because God hooked me up. But during this process, God stuck with me, the I am Father, and said, listen to everything he says and do everything he tells you, and you will live. And I did. And so he's my buddy. He's my friend. Well, recently he came to me when I was in Ojai, California, hanging out with Richard and Alice out there, Dean. And I was there and meditating in some of my favorite spots where I meditate. And it was really interesting because the I am Father showed up and he was in my room. And I'm like, what's up? And he said, I'm here to work with you. I'm like, okay. I'm like, no more dying stuff, right? And he goes, not now. I said, okay, cool. But he was like hanging out, and he was showing me, and he worked with me, and we worked on. I helped him from the dimension that I work in, which is the Earth dimension where we hang out, guys. And he helped. I helped him work on putting these big round white rings around the planet Earth that gave us these new protective energies, because I realized that something was missing. Well, the Earth was missing its God aura, and it had holes in it, just like a lot of people had holes in their God aura. So that's the reason so many people were getting sick and or dying. I never saw so many people get sick and or die. And I mean, I'm having 3 or 4 a day. That was exaggerated. That was a lot for me. And so I helped him, and he told me what to do. And from my angle here on Earth, I helped get these energies around the planet. And at that point, I told you guys how to meditate, realize your God cord, use certain spiritual gifts. And you can go to GarySpivey.com and review the meditations that we do every Wednesday. That would be smart. And for you guys that are not in the online club, if you plan to live on the planet Earth, it'd be a great idea if you joined, because you'll actually understand how to clear your energy and how to hook up with stuff. And so, but anyway, this was brand new light that came in. I think it really saved a lot of people. And So blah blah. But as I go along, I just want to say that that's where you lost your child spirit. Now the I am Father shows up right now. That's who I see in my head. Okay. And in the spiritual dimensions, I see the I am Father. Okay. And he first of all takes a crown and he puts it on your little girl child spirit that is sitting on his knee. And he puts that on her head. And then I see God put his hands around the crown. And now I see this little child come running and jumping, bam, right into your chest right then. How does that feel? What does that feel like?
I felt a little twerk or
Something happened, right?
something.
Tweaked you.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. And so now you're feeling pretty warm inside?
Yes, all over. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
I
All
am.
right. I see you getting red. I see your cheeks a little rosy, and I see you starting to sweat. And so this would be an ultimate child spirit gift. I have never seen that gift before. Okay. So this means that you are now hooked up with a sense of joy. And if you really had that sense of joy always, you might not have spread so much love and light, and you probably wouldn't have put up with me. And so thank you. Thank you for being not flawless. You know, thank you for having a crack in your vase. And so, but how does that tell me? Yeah, tell me how you're feeling. What does it feel like? What does it feel like?
Very emotional.
Well, cry. It's a show. Come on. What's up?
I have one tear sitting right here. I'm sucking it in.
But you can feel the healing. I could feel it. And I thought, why is she not crying? What's wrong with? All right. So you don't cry in front of folks. But that really, but that feels really good.
It
It really,
does.
so now then you have all the love, all the light, and you have all the joy because you got the most ultimate crown from the I am Father and God. And so that's going to hook you up. I can't imagine what that feels like. But you know what? I'm one with you, and I got the same gift. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Brian got it that quick. Dean got it. Michelle got it. I see that. I see Jeannie Rabin getting it. I see a bunch of you guys getting it. I saw Karen Douse get it. There we go. See, a lot of you guys are hooking it up. Eddie and Emily, it went to you. I saw that. I'm seeing all these things. Angela and Liz, I see it going to you. So Denise, I saw it going to you. Raina, I saw it going to you and you guys. And so there we go. And Daryl and Louise, I saw it going to you. So a bunch of you guys, Katrina Ortloff, you don't think you got it, but you did. Don't doubt yourself. Believe. Make sense? You know, you're going, damn, how does he know that? And then Peter, I saw him getting 2 crowns just in case he loses one. Or maybe he got one for somebody else. I don't know what that is, but Peter got 2 crowns. That's kind of cool. Haley Roger, you got it. So there we go. Now then I'm pointing everybody out. Karen Fromm, you got it. And so Terry, you got 5 or 6 crowns. You got them for your whole family. I see that. And so how nice, how sweet. You're kind and you're loving as well. And so there we go. How quiet your head, guys. Feel how quiet your head is? This is an ultimate spiritual gift. Tammy, Martinez, I saw you getting it. There we are. I saw you getting this gift, and I saw you getting it for other people too. So that's a beautiful thing. So this is a gift you can not only get for you, but you can also hook up the people you love. How nice is that? Right? And whoever you're one with, it'll go to those guys. And so this is a really major spiritual gift. And so
That makes my life easier.
yeah.
If it goes into all of them, that would
That's
be
beautiful. Yeah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. And so there we go. Michelle, how do you feel? How you feeling?
There you go, Sean.
Aw.
Thank you so
I'm
much.
feeling very appreciative. And I love you, Judy.
I love you too.
You can feel it. That's crazy.
Mhm. Thank you.
It's
Thank
crazy.
you.
You know, and you know, Michelle, here's what I see. I see some little it's like a little dust cloud, and I saw it float off you.
Yeah.
And so
Oh, yeah.
it just went
Oh.
right off. It was really crazy.
Lighter.
Yeah. So there we are. That was you,
Thank
Dean.
you.
Anyway, so
I think it fell on me. The dust got on me. I'm trying to.
Here,
Did
let me wipe.
get it away. There we are. Yeah, that feels really good. And it's Tenoch and Adriana. They're here, right? Where are they?
Adriana's on. Tenoch is not here with us tonight.
Oh, where's Adriana? I want to talk to Adriana. Let me
I don't know if
go.
her camera's on.
Oh, she's not. Okay. She's anonymous.
No,
She's
her
an
camera's on now.
anonymous. Oh, there we are. Adriana, what up, girl? Let's get the funk off of Tenoch. All right. So, you know what?
I
Let
love
me
how
just
long
say.
your hair is.
Yeah, let me just go. There we are. I see you actually got a lot of light, and a lot of love. All of it, I hear. And now I added some light, and you got all the light. And then with the joy, you already had all the joy.
Oh,
And so
great.
so you're like really good. You're really good. I see that.
I'm happy
And
to
so
see.
yeah. And I see a little child handing you light, and it's like a little child. So I don't know if this is a baby or what it is, but I see this little baby touching your head. And so that's what I see. Yeah, it looks like a little chick.
Why a baby?
What?
Why is it you say a baby?
I
A little
do.
child?
Yeah, I think so. I think I got you pregnant. I'm not sure, but I think I did. I think I really did. No, but I see I see I see a baby. Yeah, that's nice. You have to let me know, right?
I will.
No child support, but just let me. And so, no, but I see a baby. I really did. I saw that, and so, and feel the joy feeling you feel when I mentioned that you feel joyful. Yeah, I can feel it. There we are. Nice, 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 nice. My head got real hot. That's good.
Yeah, my
Perfect.
heart is like crazy now.
Awesome. 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 You know, a lot of times I think it's just we have to ask God for whatever it is we need. And we have to, but you know, the problem is trying to figure out what that is, you know, and then when you figure that out, then you'll be okay. And so, and so you just have to sometimes ask God if you talk to God a lot. And so I would highly recommend talking to God. If you do all my meditations, I mean, I never go to my own website, but I went to my website and I'm looking, and I'm going through these meditations, and I realized just what I mean. You guys are like you can go on there. It's like cheating. It really is. Do you know? I mean, I had to learn how to talk to the I am Father. I had to, die 5 times, and he had to hang out with me so I wouldn't, stay dead or die 6, but not come back, and with COVID, and so, but with all these things, I had to learn how to do all that. And then I had to learn how to talk to I am, the I am. And so, and then I had to understand and spend, so I mean, I really do spend for the majority of my life, I've spent, days, weeks, months, and years with heavenly hierarchy beings. They'll come and hang out with me, and they'll teach me stuff. And then I teach you stuff. I'm able to tell you guys what I see. And then many times you teach me things then, because it works like that. And so like I'll be able to say this or that, or Jeannie, I keep looking at you, Raven, and Fallon, who paints these amazing paintings, her daughter. And that's just because she came with her mom for readings when she's a little girl, and I would talk about all these different things, angels or demons or whatever I saw, and Fallon got to where she could see it, and then she started drawing it, and then she became a serious artist and went to college for art and things, and she started painting these amazing paintings that now people run her down for. And so she's going to be at the next retreat. And so you guys got to come to the retreat in May. And so it's May 4th through the 7th here in beautiful North Carolina. And it is beautiful. That's the most beautiful time of the year. And we have all the gardens going and waterfalls and things and cranking along. And it's a pretty time in North Carolina. And so I really appreciate you guys. A lot of you guys are already booked in the bed and breakfast. And so, but just come to the spiritual retreat. You're going to get so much out of it. And Fallon will be here with her art. We got the bazillion crystals. And so I'm so excited about my crystal collection. Let me raise this up. Oh, look at this one. Let me zap you with this. There we are. There we go. What do we got? Oh, it's okay. Oh, no, you can go to that. Here. There. We got so many cool crystals. I just love it. And so but go back to the retreat. There you are. And so if you guys are not booked in, Call and reserve your spot. Call and reserve your spot. Yeah. The spiritual retreats in start, and this is May 4th. Aren't the flowers pretty? May 4th, 7th through the 7th. And all you got to do is just call 800-827-GARY, support at GarySpivey.com. Or you can simply call Michelle and 702-822-0548, 702-822-0548, or Michelle at GarySpivey.com. And Michelle, aren't we like, we're booking a ton of folks. People are just coming to this thing.
We're almost at max capacity.
Okay. Well, you guys gotta call and book your spot. And so anyway, there we go. What was I talking about? Your child spirit, and you got this amazing gift. Wow. And then everybody else got it. How cool is that? And so that's a really important gift. I can't tell you. Well, like we could all go like just, hang out or smoke a cigarette or something if we smoked. And this would be good. In other words, like you guys got really what you needed. I mean, that was a very big deal to get this ultimate sense of joy, spiritual gift with this ultimate child spirit. That's your I am child spirit. So, that lets me know something as I'm talking to I am in my head right now. Judy, I am tells me that you were born with this gift, this I am child spirit. In other words, you were born in with this amazing child spirit, and you've been missing it until now. And with these new rings around the planet, if you got a picture of that, if you got, can you throw that up? Is that easy to do?
Yeah. Let me find it.
But but with this I am child spirit, I mean, this child spirit is like the reason you can get this particular gift right now is because of the I am consciousness being on the planet Earth. And it's here very strong, and you will get spiritual gifts from the I am and the I am Father. But you have to be who you are. You can't be someone else in your movie. And so, which brings me to, if I ask, are you who you are, Judy? I hear, oh yeah. I hear a very cocky, oh yeah. Judy is Judy.
That's
really?
Nice. Oh, good.
Yeah. Yeah, you're you. Who else are you? You're no one else. You're you. And so
it makes sense because I really didn't fit in my family at all.
Yeah, you grew up in Minnesota in a farm town. What? And on a farm, right? And that was like not exactly, you didn't really fit in. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah. But you fit in everywhere else in the world, so that's okay. Yeah, that's all right.
It took a while, but I don't know.
I love it. I love it. And I'm listening to an angel talk in my head. They said, there's what it looks like. And so, and now guys,
this is what you were looking for, but it's got the extra.
Well, I'm glad, it was a nice mistake, because one of the coolest spiritual gifts we got lately, guys, is that pearly ball of light in the middle of the earth. Just in case you're seeing the show tonight and you didn't get this, or you didn't get this gift that I've been ranting and raving about for the last couple of weeks, ask God right now. Just say, God, may I have the spiritual gift of a pearly ball of light, the pearly orb. God, may I have the spiritual gift of the pearly orb. And even if you guys think you got it, get it again. God, may I have the spiritual gift of the pearly orb, please. Okay, now bring it into your head, then into your heart, and then into around your body, and then around your house, and then around your world, and see it as big as the world. And you got high right then. I feel everybody getting really high. And so you guys can feel that, Judy. Your head got all dizzy and high, and it was like, I can feel buzzy.
Just shed right off, fell off.
Yeah, that gets rid of, and the reason is because the pearly orb is the same thing. It's made out of the same thing as the pearly gates of heaven. The reason that heaven has pearly gates is, biblical. They actually let a few little things slip through there that were very spiritual as well as religious. and it's a big deal gift. I mean, it's an energy that actually keeps demons out. And so that pearly orb is very important. So the fact that there we are, that was a nice boo-boo to put that one up, that particular illustration. And so because it works. And so there we go. That feels real. I heard everybody. What is wrong with me tonight? I'm having a hard time talking. I heard everybody got it. I heard y'all got it. Oh, I'm
You're
just going
so
back.
tongue-tied.
I'm telling you, what is going on?
I heard
Go eat
y'all
me some
got there.
chitlins, and some black-eyed peas. Yeah, we should have Southern night. When you guys come to the spiritual retreat, I think I'm going to have a night where I cook all Southern food. And so my sister, rest her soul, actually fixed great fried chicken. Remember that, Dino?
She had the
It was
best
like-
fried chicken in the world.
She was such a
In
good cook. I miss her.
the-
Oh,
in the world. She said thank you. Right then I could see her face and she said thank you for real. And so these days I've seen more people this week that all the people that I read in private readings this week, I saw your loved ones talking to you. And I mean, they were right there. So in this new thing going on with the energy field around the planet Earth, there's 2 white rings, there's 2 heavens, and now there's another one that's coming along as well. And Earth is really turning into a heaven in spite of itself. And so that's what you guys got to keep in mind. You got to keep this in your mind. Earth is turning into heaven in spite of you, in spite of me, in spite of whatever, and in spite of itself. And so with Earth turning into a heaven, this is incredible. And we get to be along for the ride. Whoa, how lucky are we that we're on the planet right now? We're on the planet right now, and we are able to experience this. And every religion there is has talked about this time that we're now into. The time is called the Golden Age, according to heaven. Yeah, I can see, hear, and talk to heaven, but this golden age will bring you golden age gifts, heavenly hierarchy gifts, and all kinds of stuff. And then you have to just dig deep, even though now most of you guys are empathic. And with being an empath, what does that mean? It means you feel everything. That means if you watch the news, you feel the news. It means you feel if somebody's in pain, you feel pain. If your coworker's a crazy idiot, you're a crazy idiot. You see, so whatever is going on, if your family members, whatever, then you're that. And so you have to just realize, but this golden age creates this golden world. You can even ask for the spiritual gift of a golden world. That one came down not long ago. So just say, heaven, God, please give me my spiritual gift of a golden world. I saw all of you go gold. I heard all of you got it. All of you got it. Just allow that gift to come down to you. And I see heaven giving it to you. Ah, there we are. That was pretty wild. That was pretty neat. There. I got really high. I got really warm from that one. You got that? I saw Christine, Christine Klein. Feel that? What did that feel like? That was crazy. Go to her real quick. Let me talk to people. I've been talking to us. I've been just talking to us. I've been just hanging out with our little family here, And so,
Christine, unmute yourself. There you go. Oh, you muted.
Unmute.
Again. You got to unmute again. There you go.
Hey,
I just got my jammies on.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah. I was sleeping all white.
I felt really hot and really good. And yeah.
I saw you, you actually got 6 golden worlds right then.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
6 golden
Thank you.
worlds. Yeah.
Wow.
And so, but I see you manifesting a lot of cool things, including wealth. And I saw a lot of wealth and money and light and love coming to you. And so a good question. So how much love do you have? I heard most of it. Okay. Now, most of it is not bad. So I want you to just allow more. There we go.
Okay.
Okay. Now you got a new heart. Okay. When you decided to allow more love, I saw a new heart fly into your chest.
Thank you.
Okay. So what does that let me know, guys? That lets me know that if you're missing love, If you're missing any love, you just simply ask God for a new heart. So do it right now. Just say, God, may I have a brand new heart, please.
Please. Thank you, God.
There we go. Now you got even a bigger one. I see a diamond golden heart. Oh,
Thank
now you got
you.
dizzy. Feel how dizzy you got?
Yeah.
Okay. And so the reason you got dizzy is because that spiritual gift that is now embedded in your physical heart actually blew out some negative dimension where demons had robbed you of some of your higher selves that were pulling your love to you. And so many times the reason that we're missing pieces is because some demon, dark energy stole the gift or stole your higher selves, your higher self angels. And so you got all these higher self angels back. And that's the reason you feel like that. That feels good. See? Okay. So light, how much light do you have? All of it.
Yay.
Gotta give you all the light. That's the reason when you asked for a golden world, you meant give me a golden world, God, please. Right?
Yes.
Yeah, you meant it. You meant it 100%.
Yeah.
The average, if I read the whole crowd watching tonight, the average would be, where are we? When they asked for God, give me the golden world gift, please. It was 70. Where are we? 70, about 74%. So 26% went to sleep on asking for that gift. So I guess they don't want abundance. So some of you guys don't want abundance. Hello, what up? How does that work? What are you doing? Now then it went to 98. Interesting, right? So now I see 98, everybody getting the golden world gift. But see, you saw it and you realized how important it is because I know in your life, I've read you before many times. And so what happens is when you ask for abundance, you'd get it. It would show up. Yeah. Yeah. And I've seen it
I ask
many
God
times.
every day for that.
Oh, okay. Well, there you are.
And I thank him every day, and I've learned to really appreciate.
What a concept. What was that word? What was that word?
Appreciate. Like, it's so funny because every morning out of our bathroom window, I see the most beautiful sunrise. And I always go, thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Because like all these colors are beautiful in the sky, pinks and purples. And it is just beautiful. And you're
in your beautiful new house.
Yeah, you said I've got the golden house.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I think all these things are great. And I saw you get that gift. It was good. How about joy? How much joy do you have? I heard more than she's ever had.
Yes. Yes.
Make sense?
Yes, because I look back and reflect at where I was in my life before to where I am now. And it's taken me a long time, but I'm finally there, I feel.
You are. That's what I see. So
yeah,
hey.
I love it.
Yeah.
And your meditation on Wednesday really worked with that sword, with the white sword, and getting rid of that depression demon, because that I really needed, and my life has changed.
That was a quick fix, wasn't it?
That was amazing.
Yeah, like some of the gifts that are coming down these days, guys, are very quick fixes. They fix you. So let's look for the white sword. Judy, I don't know if you got a picture of that one or not, but anyway, but if you just imagine, and let me ask God, God, may we have the spiritual gift of the white sword. Some of you guys that don't have it, you would just simply ask for it, and you ask for the spiritual gift. And I'm pulling down the spiritual gift of the white sword, and it's much bigger than the trees. It went into the hand of my giant, big, higher self. And so it'll do the same with you guys. It's a big giant, and you want to clear around your head, your body, all your higher selves, and you want to go all the way up, clear your God cord, going all the way up to those rings or white rings around the planet. A white sword is a God energy sword, and it gets rid of anything that is not godly or godlike. And so there we are. I heard they all got it. I heard you all got it. So there we are. We're getting a lot of spiritual gifts tonight. There's really, really cool. I can't wait. Next week is a master class. So you got to make sure you tune in, because I know, Christine, you use your spiritual gifts every day. When you get a new spiritual gift, you're using it. And then the old ones will just show up and you're able to see them. Remember when you couldn't see and then all of a sudden you could see everything? Yeah. What was that like? Oh,
I got to go back to it, Gary. Sorry about it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. I got. Okay, hang on one second. Say it again. Hang on. There we go.
Unmute yourself again.
Unmute yourself again. I was moving on. Yeah, what was it like when you suddenly got to where you could see spiritually?
It it's just an amazing feeling. Like you have to really imagine and tap into that.
Okay.
And that helps a lot. Yeah.
But you got to where you could see real clear, real quick.
Yeah.
I
Really
remember.
clear. Yeah.
And you could see, if I described something, you would tell me the details of it. So, I mean,
Yeah.
you can see really clear. So
Yep.
you guys, if you want to learn how to see spiritually, all you got to do is hang in there, and
Yeah.
you're going to see when you're supposed to. It works like that. And
Yeah,
so,
it takes a long time, but it happens. Yeah.
right.
And I've been
And so-
having like these really vivid dreams lately too. And like, how you kind of wake up
People.
and you see things, and I could see like these demons in my hallway hanging out, and they had like these, it was like in your video on Wednesday, and I'm like,
Yeah. Well, you were seeing what was there. You were seeing what
Yeah.
was there. Those particular demons are really aggressive demons, and they hurt you or kill you. Yeah.
Yeah.
they
And I
really-
couldn't smile anymore. But finally, after I saw your meditation on Wednesday, I feel like I could smile again.
Good. Well, I'm
Mhm.
smiling. I'm smiling now, and your sense of joy is amazing. So it's all good. It's really good. You're gonna feel better. Good luck. Okay.
Thank
right.
you, Gary. Good talking
Hey.
to you.
Love you. Tell your son hi.
Love you too. Thank you.
All
I
right.
will.
All right. There
Oh, I
we go.
love
Look
her.
at you
She's
guys.
awesome.
Isn't she good? I'm just looking around her, and I'm seeing all these rainbow auras going around her head, going all the way up. That's good. And a lot of you guys got those same gifts. So we actually empath gifts from one another. That's how it works. We also will empath gifts if you go hang out in heaven. If you meditate up to Zion heaven, the highest heaven, you hang out with God and some of the big beings. Bog is there, who is the sun god of abundance and love and marriage. You hang out with Christ, remember him. And so, Christ is much funnier than what people think. I mean, Christ, if he decided to like quit his Christy job, he could actually be a comedian. And so Christ is really, really funny. And so if you see, when you get to where you can see spiritually, I see Christine smiling real big. If you get to where you work and you see spiritually and you see Christ, you can, I mean, he's cracking jokes and carrying on. And so because he has a good personality too. And so he gets us humans, because remember, he was human down here for a minute. And so I also see Buddha. Buddha's very kind, loving, appreciates everything having to do with nature, seems to get us, and is loving and forgiving. And, so all these big beings, I've been so lucky to be able to hang out with them. It's just really, it's really, really neat. And so Buddha's like, there's Buddha. He's a cool looking Buddha. He looks like my Buddha. My Buddha looks like that. Or is that my Buddha? No, that's not my, that's it, but it looks like that, And so my Buddha's magic. My Buddha will tell you stuff. My Buddha tells you what you don't want to hear too. And so my Buddha's an honest Buddha. Judy goes and meditates with the Buddha all the time when you're here, right?
I do. Like at midnight or 1 a.m., I go out and I kind of, how Carol Burnett would pull her ear? I kind of always pull his ear. I don't know if he likes it, but.
Well, I think he loves you. That's really cool. That's really neat. He likes it when people meditate around it. You get a lot of gifts with him. And so it took me forever to find that Buddha. I mean, it really, really did. I was in search of the Buddha for a long time to find one that spoke, and that one speaks.
It actually got sold. I remember you telling me the story. It got sold to someone else, but then it actually came back to you. Is that?
Yeah. I ran it down and still bought it. So it was like, I'm like, no, that's my Buddha. You can't have that. That's mine. Anyway, that's cool. Anyway, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. It's really interesting. Love, light, and joy. And so, any guys got any questions about love, light, and joy? Whatever you think, whatever's going on. Haley Roger, what you got, girl? What you doing?
She's a birthday girl this month.
Yeah.
So is Terry Mahoney and Teresa Heathen.
Oh, that's awesome.
Ladies.
Michelle, you're so incredible. How do you know that?
I love
She
you.
does
I love
everybody's
that.
birthday on the planet Earth.
Sure do.
Yeah.
Coming up next week.
It is on Thursday and it's my dirty 30.
Beautiful girl.
Oh.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, you look great. Do you have any? What's your question about love, light, and joy? What is it?
Okay. So I've actually been like really upgrading a lot, and I've really been struggling with myself. I know that I'm like working through stuff, but I feel really unknown to me. Like I really can't get up in the morning. And the other day I was like waking up kind of like meditating, and I saw I was in like a quarry or in like a cave, and I saw like me. I was looking at myself, and I was black, like looking down, very dark. And I was telling her what God told me at the retreat, which is like, you're beautiful, you're perfect. Like, come on, we gotta go, we gotta get up, like, let's do this. And she would not move. She was just like there. And so that's kind of been messing with me, because I'm like, is this because I've really been struggling? Was this these like dark demons that you talked about on Wednesday? Or is there something that like is stopping me from getting up to the point where I'm like depressed? That was a lot.
Okay. How about I fix you?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. When I look at you, you have a little bit of dark energy in your head. So I'm taking my hand and I'm pulling it off. Okay. And so I'm just pulling it out of your head.
Holy shit.
Yeah. What does that feel like? See, I just pulled it
I
out.
felt like it get pulled off my face. So it was literally like your hand scrapes like this, and then it came
Well,
up.
it did. You know, I have one of my spiritual gifts I have is actually the hand of, this will sound egoed out, but it's the truth. The hand of God, right? I have God's hand.
Oh, I can feel it. Oh my God.
Yeah. You see? And so I
Yeah.
can pull any dark energy. You have a little bit on your throat. See, I pulled that out. Now your stomach, and now one leg. And I just yanked it out. See? You can feel
Yeah.
that.
Oh my gosh, I can feel that.
That's crazy feeling, right? And so
Yeah.
then I burned all the darkness up. So now you don't have any darkness in your body. And so when you don't have darkness in your body, and there's not any gifts that I have that you guys can't get, you know, you just have to work it out with God when he gives his gifts away, to someone. You have to learn how to use them. And so, and you have to appreciate them on a level that is a God level. And so all you got to do is appreciate. And you can get gifts, I'm sure, bigger than gifts I get, And so it's not like I got the gift and you can't get it. You can get any gift. And so, but that's a really big gift. And so it would have took me forever to work out all that stuff that you had stuck in your head. But you have one trauma that is really keeping you, and I see you, it's a 15, 16, 17 in that era of your life. Does that make any sense?
Well, I've had a lot of trauma, so sure.
Okay. Do you remember anything in that era that was really particularly hard? 15, 16, 17.
No, a lot of my trauma was when I was really young, but
No, I see all those, but you worked through them. But there's 15, 16 to 17. You still got it. I think it has to do with love, and so that's what I think. And so, but it's making you feel not loved and not worthy, and why me, which is lack of light. And it's making you not feel joyful.
yeah.
Who was your first real relationship?
It was someone named Greg.
Who?
His name was Greg.
Mm-hmm. When did you have him? When was he around?
I guess probably around that age. Was it? Yeah, probably around that age for like 2.5 years. But I also really struggled with an eating disorder around that age.
Mm-hmm. Well, then you see your vibe went so low that those types of demons could be in you. You see, and so you had an eating disorder. That is the eating disorder demon comes in a family of demons: cutting demons, eating disorder demons, super depressed demons, malicious demons. On and on, right? And so, and depression. Anyway, so I'm pulling all that old junk, and I'm getting rid of the traumas from that age. What was his name?
Greg.
And he was idiot number 1.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And so let me get rid of idiot number 1's energy. There we go. And now I got rid of that in that trauma. And there we are.
Wow.
Okay.
It feels really light. Like it was like my heart was like levitating.
Yeah. That's crazy feeling, right?
And I can like
So,
feel like beating. I don't know.
Yeah, that's crazy, right? Look at her smile, guys.
Yeah.
That's a real smile. And so now you feel joy.
Yeah,
I see a bunch of child spirits running and jumping inside of you. And one of them sort of was reluctant and thought, and I said, yeah, go on in. and it jumped in because it's like it felt like it was going somewhere that could have darkness, but there's no darkness. And I see all this light moving into you, and I see all this love moving into you. Say, I'm worthy of love.
I'm worthy of love.
I believed you. There we are. Good. You're good. That was big. That was really big.
It
That was
feels
really, yeah, it feels better, right?
It does.
Good.
Thank you.
I love you. So there we go.
I love you.
All right. All right.
Thank
Talk to
you.
you. Hey, talk to you soon. That was cool. That was really, really cool.
Hey.
There we go. Can you imagine lugging that around for years? You know, you got these traumas that, you know, who is Greg? You know, so you got Greg traumas, and and all of us have crazy traumas like that. We have stuff we've drug around for years, and so and then you don't know till you know, and so but it's really, really important to ask God to get rid of your old traumas and just comb back through and figure it out, and then just get those out of there. And then you'll be able to feel your love, your light, and your joy. I think most of our love, light, and joy was ripped off by a few of those things, you know, those traumas. And so there's a lot of family traumas, and you get those, of course, and there's a lot of love traumas, but they could be anything. It could be crazy stuff, but there we go. That feels really good. God, I feel so much better. Oh, that was better. It's like I pulled the thorn out of me, just out in the spiritual dimension somewhere when we cleared Ailey, fixed her up. There we go. Who are we talking to, Michelle? Who are we talking to?
Thank you, Gary. Let's go to Mara. I believe this might be one of her first times. Miss Mara, thank you for being
I
patient.
like her.
Mara.
I like her. I was looking in the gallery view of her. She's nice.
Laura, please unmute yourself.
Hi,
You're a
Mara.
sweetheart, girl. How'd you get to be such a sweetheart?
Thank you, Gary. That means everything coming from you.
No, well, you're sweet. You really are. You really, really are. It's a nice feeling. And I see people, sometimes sweethearts get beat up a little bit. And I see that you're going through your, what is wrong with me? You know, why am I getting beat up? You know, like, because about the time you fix one thing, there'll be another, idiot du jour, idiot of the day. And then you go, okay, here we go again, and so you go, what, do I have a target on me or something? And the answer is sometimes, guys, when you're really super bright, you do have a target on you, and you'll find that you got all these different dark energies that will attack you, as well as little angels like that one. And so, oh my God, look at that. Is that a cute face? Look at you. You are a rock star. And so what's your question? What's your question tonight? And so,
Okay.
and with your
First, I have
love,
to-
with your love, your light, with your love and your light and your joy, you have your child spirit back, because you have that child right there. So sometimes when you get children, is that your first or
Yes.
what? Yeah. When you get a child, isn't that crazy? You got your sense of joy when you got your child.
She
that make
came
sense?
at the exact right time I needed her. It was kind of freaky.
Yeah. And so
I
you
didn't
got your
plan
child.
on having her, and then I met Scott, and we kind of just fell in love, and we went to California, and I got pregnant.
Oh, nice. Oh,
Yeah.
she's a joy. Well, I see that that's when you got your child spirit. And so that's
Thank
nice.
you.
And you got
And I
tons of light.
also oh, sorry.
No, you got tons of light and you got tons of love. So what's your problem? So what do you want to know about?
Okay, so I just want to say thank you so much. My daughter is speaking now.
Oh, okay.
From last time I talked to you, she says about 20 or 30 things. So thank
Awesome.
you. That makes me so happy, Gary. I really can't say thank you enough for that.
Well, many times it's really crazy. I was just talking to a buddy in California. He brought me his son when his son was I think 4 years old or 5 years old, and he was nonverbal. And his son is 19 years old and talks his head off and is just a joy, And so that's good. And so I want the biggest thing that I feel always is when I work with children, that sometimes it's really easy for doctors to throw out the diagnosis of they're on the spectrum, because
Yeah.
they're because they're nonverbal in the beginning. But many times it's just they're really up there doing a job for God. And once you get them in their body and you do that little exercise, okay, now I'm doing it now. I'm clearing her off, and there we go. And I've got all this light coming down, and it went right into her body right there. Feel how her body got hot right then? You're holding her right now. Feel how her body got warm. And see, it's making you warm now, right? And so I asked for her big higher self to slip into her body and talk to you. And so she's going to be talking her head off. So there we go. And she went, and then she told me, okay. And she just said, okay, And so,
Say hi, Gary.
hi,
Say hi,
hi,
Gary.
hi. Oh, God, she's just a beauty. There we are. And so, and now I see a bunch of big angels moving around her, is what I see. It's making her sleepy. And so I see all these big angels moving around her. That's funny. There you go. You're a cutie. Oh my God, Michelle fell in love there. And so
She's always looking wild on here. I swear, I usually have her hair done, her nice clothes on. Whenever we get on Gary, she doesn't want to wear clothes. She wants to take a tub.
oh, well, that's good. Good. I hope that rubs off on everyone.
So she's
So,
always hot when you're on the phone.
yeah.
But
Oh, there we
okay,
go. Well, we're
My,
with her. We should have it. We should have a nudist retreat. There we go. That's it. That's
no, I
perfect.
said you guys need babysitting so I can come.
Oh, there's an idea. There's an
Yeah.
idea. All right. Well, let us know. Anyway, we'll talk about that. That's perfect. But she what I see now, I just see a bunch more higher selves go in, and so beautiful. It's making her sleepy. All these angels are making her tired, and yeah, she'll be really, really warm for a while. There we go.
When you first cleared her, when I talked to you, I think that was last week or the week before. I had the best night's sleep of my life.
Yeah, well, she will too. So there we go. I love
that
you.
wasn't my question. No, that wasn't my question.
Oh, well, what's your question? All
I
right.
wanted to say thank you to Michelle. Also, somehow we got hooked up with Nectira. I usually drink, like, my coffee needs a coffee. I usually get a double shot of espresso. I've been drinking ever young, and I have so much energy. I feel more. I feel like I literally had a double shot of coffee every morning. I don't even drink coffee anymore.
Isn't it great? Isn't it
Yeah.
great? Like I'm the world's worst. And so, Michelle, you have to get on to me, because sometimes I'll quit taking things I take and love. And so, and I had this feeling the other day, and I thought, what am I missing? And I realized I was missing that. That's what I was missing in my regiment. And so, but it does that. And so, do you hear that all the time, Michelle? You must.
I do. I love these testimonials. That's why I'm so proud of you, Mara. I'm so happy to hear about that.
Thank you so much. She actually hooked Scott up, I think, but luckily I get, I get some of his good. But my question was, Gary, my friend is writing a book. It's kind of like a risque book. But I want to know, she wants to know also if she's on the right path, and is this going to be successful? Because she's spending a lot of money and it's about to get published.
Good. I here's what I hear, and this will sound kind of crazy to Dean. When I was trying to write and realized I was a total idiot, and I'm good at everything I try to do except in that era writing. And I told God, give me a sign if I'm supposed to write a book, really. And he says, well, I told you to write a book. I said, yeah, but you know how that old thing that we always do as humans, go, okay, God, give me a sign if I'm supposed to really write, and God must think we're really ignorant, from that. And he says he does. I hear him now. But anyway, my first reading of the day was Danielle Steele, at that time, the #1 author on the planet. She'd sold more books than anybody except the Bible. And she writes love novels. And so she was my first reading. And then I continued. I worked with her for 10 years.
Wow.
And so, but she, an amazing person. I learned a ton of stuff from. But I'll give you the advice she gave me for your friend, and the advice she gave me, and I talked to her daily for 10 years. She told me, it's your book. Write your book. Don't listen to anyone. Write your book. And so she
Okay,
was like, it's
awesome.
your, and so that's what I heard to say. And so, but
Mhm.
that was advice from somebody who's wrote a lot of books and had bazillion bestsellers. And so, and a dear friend. And so, but just, it's your book. And so you guys, if you're trying to write a book, sit down and write your book. It's your book. And whatever
Awesome.
it is, that's what it becomes. That's what I hear. And so, but I feel great about it. So it looks good.
Awesome. I love you so much, Gary. Thank you.
Hey, love you back. And I'm so excited about her. I'm so excited. Keep us informed on how it's
Yeah, I
going. Okay.
will.
All right.
Thank you.
That makes you feel good. That makes you feel good when
Yeah.
you work with a little kid and they can't, and the little guy, little girl can't talk, and all of a sudden they can talk. That's beautiful.
Good job,
Yeah.
Gary.
Yeah. Well, good job,
And good job,
everybody.
Mara. Beautiful.
Yeah. It's all good.
Beautiful
Who we
job.
talking to? What we doing?
Oh, thank you, Gary. Okay, let's go to Evelyn Diaz. Miss Evelyn Diaz, she's been so patient. Thank you, Evelyn.
All right, Evelyn, unmute yourself, please.
Hi, thank you, Michelle.
Hey,
Appreciate
you're welcome,
you.
beautiful. Appreciate
Hey, girl.
Hi, Gary.
Hello.
So, hi, I've been feeling very anxious and very what's the word? Impatient and frustrated with my situation, my current situation. Can you help
Okay.
me out?
Yeah. Is that your love situation?
Yes.
Okay. I heard be patient. You're about to win.
Okay.
That's what I heard. Your hands got warm when I said that.
My whole body got warm.
Oh, good. Okay, there we are. That just means I told you the truth, because I didn't do anything to change your energy. I just told you the truth. See, the truth will resonate warmth in your body. So if you guys, you hear something truthful, or you can ask, if you wouldn't believe how much help it is to just ask your angel one yes or no question. Yes, is this good for me? Okay, well then it's good for you, because you feel your hands get really warm and you feel your body get warm, like you said. I see you starting to sweat a little bit. And so it's a real good situation. And so I just see that there's a lot of dilemmas and a lot of demons that get in the way of love. And you have to be able to overcome those. It's not always easy, but it is really worth it. And so I see with this person, you've got all the love, most of all the light, and definitely all the joy. Okay. And so if a person brings you love, light, and joy, then it's worth the trouble and it's worth the wait. Because sometimes they're real busy in life. I know the situation, and they're busy in their life, and they got stuff, and I see a juggle, but it's worth the wait. That's what I heard.
Oh, thank you so much. It feels my peace restored.
Yeah. I feel you better. Ask God for a new heart. Just ask God for a new heart.
God, may I please have a new heart, please?
Oh, he give you a new heart. He give you a new brain. He give you child spirits. He gave you. You're going to catch on fire here in about a minute. I see a staff. I see an array of several swords, and I see a beautiful big angel. I see the angel Michael as well that showed up in you, and so there we go. What does that feel like? The angel Michael just went down and went into your body. What does that feel?
Wings behind me. Just big old wings behind me. Yeah.
That's what I see. That's what I see. I see the angel Michael. He just came down, landed in you, and I see these big wings. Yeah.
I talk to him a lot.
Oh, okay. Well, there. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's good, right? And so
that's good.
He's listening. And he said, I'm listening. And he says he also delivers. And so there we are. So I think you talked to him about love. And so there's this, the angel Michael is a super strong love vibe. And so, I mean, it's pretty wild. And so I remember recently I had people that were in a seminar in Las Vegas, and it was a couple. A really nice looking couple, kind of like Dean and Michelle, nice looking couple. And they both had the angel Michael as their big angel. And someone else had already told them that. 2 or 3 different people had told them that they had the angel Michael. And so, but it was really wild because they had this vibration of love like you do. And also like your spouse there does. So anyway, so good luck. It's worth it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Appreciate you. Good luck. There we go. That feels good. My head feels better. That made my head feel better. There we are.
Awesome.
Good. Who are we talking to, Michelle?
Thank you, Gary. Can we get Miss Terry Mahoney? It's her birthday next week too, and she looks beautiful. I got to get her on.
Everybody's having a birthday.
Yes,
I'm just
happy
going to
birthday
lie
to
and
you.
tell everybody it's my birthday, right?
Sorry.
Hi, everybody. Michelle, I have to tell you that little necklace that you gave me, it was for luck, and I took it to bingo and I won $4,000.
Yay! Wow.
I said,
Yeah.
That's crazy.
oh my
Yeah.
gosh, that's awesome.
Good.
I know.
Let me wear it. Tell us. Wow. Tell me the necklace. What necklace was it,
It
Michelle?
was a little crystal necklace, had a little ladybug on it, and a little story that came with it that said it was for luck and love, and yeah.
Nice.
I
Michelle,
thought-
you give but Michelle gives the best gifts.
Yes, she
She
does.
totally.
Thank you.
Yes, she does.
The other day I was selling crystals upstairs and in the the master class. And
Yeah, I got mine.
yeah, and this thank you. And then I had this ladybug that kept landing on me.
Ah,
And so then whoever, I think it was Tyler, he said, "That's good luck." I said, "Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's neat." And so yeah, well, that's good. Well, good for you. Good for you. What you got? What
do
you got?
you see with my love, light, and what was the other one? I'm lost. Got a little
Joy.
brain fog. Joy. Thank you.
I hear you have all the joy and then some. I hear you have you're like Judy, you're a love bug. I hear all the love. And I hear you have all access and all the light. And so
Nice.
see what happens is the only time you don't have these things,
Mhm.
the only time you don't have these things is when you get, say, a dip and you dip down below, I call them lines of demarcation.
Yeah.
And so you go down to a low vibe that you empath usually from people around you.
Yeah.
And you can do that by driving down, the 405 in Los Angeles or the 101,
What's something that we can do on a daily basis? And I know meditate, but I just feel like there's something I'm missing from.
Well, you'll see me, and I realize that when I dip down below these lines of demarcation, it grabs me, and I start to spiral backwards. So I'll get a little dizzy, and so you'll see me, like a lot of times you'll see me walk into a room, and you'll see my hand doing this.
Yeah.
Right? You ever wonder? Well, the reason why is because I walked into a negative energy field or something going on, and I'm not any part of that. Right. And so I can clear energy on any level, pretty much. And I clear the energy in the room, and then I don't have to be a part of all that. You see? And I just go high, and then pretty soon whoever's projecting negative energy, even though they probably don't mean to, they're just hung in something themselves. It sucks them out of it because I make my little tornado bigger than theirs. And so that's how you do it. Take your hand and go clockwise.
Yeah.
Okay, there we are. Look how you feel. Your feet got instantly hot.
Yes, they did. My feet got dizzy.
Yeah, you could feel it, right?
Yeah,
I didn't do that. I'm an empath, so I felt everything, but I didn't do that. You did that.
Okay.
So I'm answering your question, and you guys, that really will work. Try doing it for yourself now. Now, just take your hand and go clockwise. Go clockwise, and that's just all you got to do. And just imagine and project all the good light, love, joy that you can everywhere around you. And there we are. Yeah.
Okay.
No selfish.
I have a quick question.
Sure.
My mother has restless leg pretty bad, and the medication that they're giving her is
I just fixed it. Yeah, it was. I looked at it really fast, and I saw demons running from me, so I ran them down. And so, but she had little spears in her L1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in her lower back. Her back hurt. Her lower back.
Fine. Yeah.
Bad. Hurts bad,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so this is where the restless leg was coming from. And so all these demons were channeling through there. And then when they started to run from me, I ran them down and killed them. And so, but now then you can feel your lower back starting to warm up a little bit.
Yeah.
You see? Yeah. And so you're just empathing your mama. There we are. And so she's gonna feel a whole lot better. So she'll feel better. But that's what it was. And so you wouldn't concentrate on her legs, you'll concentrate on her lower back and project light to that area and see.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And all you got to do is just take your hand and project light. And so ask for the gift of the hand of God.
I already have it, but thank
Oh,
you.
there we are. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I see you. I saw that. I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
so
don't know how I got that, but I got that. Sometimes I'll go, which bingo hall should I go to? And I'll see God's finger pointing to it.
there you go.
So
That's
I go,
a big deal.
I win.
Yeah, I probably answer, half the questions I answer because I just see God. I said, there we. I see God's hand. In other words, I'll see God point to it. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
There
All right.
you go.
Thank you, Gary. I love you. You know what I wanted to say? I can never express how much I feel that we are all so blessed to be a part of this transition
Aren't we?
and the lighthouse,
Yes.
the lighthouse that you are.
Oh,
for
well,
all.
we all are. And so
Yeah.
everybody is. I get so much light. I got so much light from that kid a minute ago.
That's what got me. I'm like, oh my God.
I got so much
That
light
just
from
makes
that.
your day. How could it
Yeah.
not?
Yeah, and I can't remember everything I do and who I talk to, but when that kid jumped in her lap, I was like, oh my God, this kid,
Yeah, you
and
know,
then
my grandson too, you told me he'd be talking. Within 2 days, my son-in-law called me and said, I don't think I'm going to let them diagnose him with autism. I think he's just fine. I said, okay, you got to do what you got to do. I was so happy.
yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. He started talking like that, right?
Yes, just like that next day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they usually do. That's what they
Yeah.
usually do.
Crazy.
And so we can't always believe, oh, there we go, there's that hand. I see that all the time. That's really
Mine's
good.
always white. The hand is white. I don't see
Yeah.
flesh, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. That's probably how I want to see it.
Yours is divine. That's what it is. No, but I
Yeah.
see that. That's what I see. I see God's hand. He's always pointing. He'll point at something. I go, oh, okay, I got it. I got it. And sometimes he points at things that I don't got it. It's okay to tell God you don't got it, because then he'll explain it to you. And so I think everybody's sometimes a little afraid to go, well, what are you pointing at, God? And you're afraid God's going to think you're dumb.
Me lately, the same way that I started seeing, I'm starting to hear. And
Nice.
when I hear, the best is when someone needs something. Like the other day, I'm in a grocery store and this woman, I accidentally bumped into her and she was elderly and she had bad diabetes and she was struggling. And she said, oh, I'm sorry, I'm in your way. I love you, honey. And I just thought she's just a ball of love.
Yep.
And then I saw her struggling in the grocery store and I was like, I want to pay for her groceries is what I was thinking. And I go, yeah, this is about $50, $60. And I look at my purse and all I have is $100 and I'm looking at it and I hear God go, just give her the $100, Terry. So I gave her the $100 and she tells me, oh, that's so nice of you. I put $100 in the church basket and I probably shouldn't have. So this will help. Thank you so much. I love you, honey. It just made my day. And I knew
You just heard it.
Yeah, I heard it. Just like I didn't try. I wasn't trying to hear anything. It was like, just give her the $100, Terry. Yeah.
I hear those things. I'll hear, give it to him.
Yeah, it was nice.
Just give it to him,
Yeah, I like when I'm led like that.
I gave Goldie Hawn's daughter this giant, amazing, super expensive piece of amber that Daniel Steele gave me, right? It was late, but it was so big I couldn't wear it because it looked like it looked like I was wearing this thing here for a necklace. And it really, and this is a nice thing, but it wouldn't look good as a necklace, right? And so anyway, I had this big old rock and it was and I think she got it at Barney's in New York or somewhere. And it was on my mantle because I loved it, but I couldn't wear the thing. And so I put it on the mantle because it was such a big stone. And so Goldie Hawn's daughter was Kate Hudson. That's her name.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she was like, oh my God, I love this. And I heard, give it to her. And so I always do exactly, if God tells me to do, I just do it. Right. And so I heard, oh, well, take it. It's yours. Right. Because I heard God say, give it to her. And Dean's like, what did you do? Why did you give that thing away? Do you know what she paid for? And I'm like, I don't care. I heard what I heard, And so, but you'll hear those things. And in your mind, and but you'll wrestle around in your head a little bit and you go, and so sometimes I hear that's not mine. That's give it away, give it to, give it. And you'll just hear that. And then you do. And then that's supposed to be, but then other people will do the same. And so it works that way, and so.
Thank you.
So
love and appreciate all of you guys. I can't wait to see you.
Love you too.
I can't wait to see you. Thank you, honey. I love you. Big kiss.
Right.
Big kiss.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah. What day's your birthday? Can you tell me?
The 29th of March.
What day is that next week?
It's actually
Do we know?
Monday or
It's
no,
in
Wednesday. I
9
think it's a
days.
Wednesday.
9 days. Okay. All right. Good. Well, good.
Okay.
Well, happy birthday.
All right. I love you guys.
Hey,
Love
Thank you. Project love to you that day
Thank
and
you.
every day.
Mhm.
Oh, perfect. Who are we talking to, guys?
Thank you, Gary.
Thanks, Terry.
Okay, can we get let me see if they're ready. No, they're not ready yet. Okay, let's get Vicky Butterfield on, please. Miss Vicky
right.
Butterfield.
Oh, cool.
This is one of Liz Evans' friends that she recommended.
Mm.
Hi, Miss Vicky.
Hi.
How are you?
Hey, there we go. Hey, girl.
There we
How
go.
are you?
I'm doing good, really. I just I have a couple of questions. I know I'm growing. Liz has really helped me clear some attachments that I had. A couple of them were pretty nasty. And I'm still fighting with an incident that ended up happening, and I know I have to cut some cords and power cords. But I'm curious because I know I travel the astral a lot at night. I just kind of leave my body and go.
Yeah, I can see that. You really do. And then can I tell you what I hear?
Yes.
And then you overthink it.
Stop. Well, I feel like I get like I'm being harassed sometimes because what I know it sounds weird, but one of the people that I'm just now trying to break free from, she's very good at creating, like she'll come in if she knows that I'm not sleeping, and she'll go, oh, I sent a spell to you, and I'll sleep all night, but she's doing it without me knowing it. And so I'm really concerned. Am I in danger? Am I protecting myself enough when I'm traveling there?
Okay, I'm not sure if I understand the question exactly.
I want to make sure that I'm, the astral plane is where you can get attachments. You can, so I try to protect myself when I go to sleep. I ask Archangel Michael, I ask all my angels and my guides to make sure that nothing can bother me while I'm out there traveling. Is that something that they
here's what you do. You see, usually if a person is apt to astral project out of their body when they sleep, and I know I did that an awful lot when I was even like a teenager. I would just go, and I had a hard time for many years because I would like if I fell asleep on an airplane, the airplane would be thousands of miles away, right? And I would be somewhere else, and my body would be trying to find me, and it was like, it was kind of a weird thing because I wasn't like I am now, and so, but it's like, so I can understand, that, but what you want to do is just simply, the best thing that I've seen is, when there's a new spiritual gift that shows up, a lot of times it's because you need it because of the energy fields on the planet Earth are doing weird things. And
right.
so you would just simply ask for that pearly white orb.
Okay. And I've already done that. So
do it again.
Okay.
Do it right now. There, you just did it. Okay, you did it. Okay. At the moment when you thought of doing it,
yes,
it happened before you decided it happened.
Right.
Okay. Now I'm going to beat you up for a minute. And
okay.
So in control freak land, how much of a control freak are you?
Not as much as I used to be.
That's a good answer.
Yeah, I used to be pretty type A. I've been letting go of so much right now.
Well, do more.
Okay.
Okay. And so, because I could see the gift come to you when you had the slightest thought of receiving the gift. This is a compliment. This is not, it's sort of like a backhanded compliment, but it's a compliment. Okay. So I'm telling you how to make you work. And how to make it work for you. And so that is all you got to do is decide, I'd like a spiritual gift, please God. Bam. And it came to you so fast, really fast. Then I saw you getting ready to get the gift, to get ready to get the gift, to get ready to get the gift. Did I say anything about getting ready to get the gift? Are you tired of hearing me say this yet? Ready to get it? So you have to realize that you overthink it to the nth degree until you can't get the gift until you decide you getting the gift. Well, see, you getting a spiritual gift don't have anything to do with deciding you got it. It just has, all you got to do is ask for it. You see what I'm saying? And realize it comes to you very fast. And so for you, I saw it go into your body, and then you were getting ready to get ready. But that, and a lot of people do that. They try to, they don't mean to, but that's what happens. And so you have to realize in spiritual land, things happen really fast in very quantum kind of leaps. And so, and I see you're really, really gifted. And on a scale of 1 to 10, let me read this. How much love do you have? Lacking a little bit. And,
I've struggled with self-love most of my life.
Well, you don't really now so much, but yet you go back to what you used to do.
Yes.
So that's overthinking. So what I'm going to do is, I want you to allow love to come to you. There, you did it as quick as I got. Allow, before I could get the sentence finished. All of this love rolled into you. Have all of it. Light.
Yes.
How much light do you have? You already have all the light.
Oh yeah, I have tons.
You really do. You're super gifted. And how about joy? Here's what you got. You know, you're struggling with obedience. You know, I don't even have this word in my vocabulary, but you're struggling with obedience. You feel like you have to be obedient.
Oh yes.
No, and so this is somebody beat your child spirit up with telling your child spirit to be obedient, be good, be this, be that. Who was that? Your family, your mom?
Oh yeah, both parents.
Yeah, be obedient.
I've struggled with that a lot, and I've also struggled with being blamed. So I've worked in getting rid of blame and guilt. Yeah, there's a whole history there.
Yeah, can I get rid of that?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just going to pull that off you, all that junk. And those are old traumas, and I'm going to pull them off. You don't mean that. You got to let me do it.
Okay.
Let me do it. Let me do it. Let me do it. Okay.
I am.
There we are. There we are. Okay, now then, look how light you feel.
Mm-hmm.
See?
Yes.
Yeah. So you even block healing.
Why?
Because you do. Doesn't matter why, you just do. So you got to do just not. You see,
okay,
interesting, right? That's when I said you got to let me do it. You know, see, because when I was pulling,
I heard that.
When I was pulling those traumas off of you, you were resisting it because you hadn't decided it, control freak, that you were doing it. So you got it. Your new name for yourself has to be X. I am an X control freak. And so you want to be an X.
Yes.
You want to be. Yeah, and you'll find now. Look out now, right now, all this light. Yeah, now you feel it. See, all this light is going into your body. All this joy is going into your body. I see all these child spirits showing up and hanging out with you. I see Bog, actually. The sun god Bog just showed up. And so, and I see him giving you a real shiny, I call them, you know, like I'm looking to see if I have any bog rocks. Here's one. And so, but if you can see this, I can see this. Let me see
is that pyrite?
I think no, this is another thing. I can't remember. So
cool.
You have to ask Peter knows all the rocks what they are.
That is pyrite.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. All right. I'm an idiot. I just know what they do.
I work in a crystal store, so
oh, well then you probably know. There we are. So
it looks like pyrite.
Yeah. And so, but anyway, this is like this
beautiful.
Yeah, you see, but it actually taps into bog really easy. And that's the spiritual, you know, big deal guy. Is a sun god. He's one of the 12 sun gods. And so, and he's over abundance and love and marriage. And so I'm watching all this, and it looks like little sparkles. coming down to you. And so can you see that? It looks like little sparkles, and they're actually, it looks like pixie dust.
I can see it in my mind's eye.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I mean. I see pixie dust like landing on you now. Now you're going to here's what you're going to do. You're going to really be super psychic, clairvoyantly, super psychic, clairaudiently. That means you'll hear your angels. It means you'll be able to see much clearer now. And so, because I pulled off all those traumas from your childhood, now you're going to just be fine.
I feel lighter. I mean, it's like my
that's
heart,
it, Judy.
I can feel my heart's expanded.
Yeah, no, you can be fine. You're going to be fine. There we go. Love you. You take care. You got
Thank you.
Love.
Thank you so much. Love you. Love you too. Thank you.
Thank you. That's cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, that was really good. I got high from her, guys. That was a cool gift from Bog. If you don't have a Bog Rock, call us and get a Bog Rock. We almost got a crystal website up. Yay. That's coming soon. That's really good. I realized how many crystals we got. We got a lot of crystals. And so a lot of cool ones because I pick them and hang out with them and pet them. They do all these different things. This is a really cool one. I like this one. I've been playing with it for a few weeks. It just clears your energy and pulls all the negativity out of you. There we are. Good. Who are we talking to, guys?
Thank you, Gary. Let's get the sisters on. Julie and Christy, sisters. Right here. I'm going to have that
Julian.
spotlight.
Okay, you got it. All right, cool. Thank you.
Sister Sledge. Remember Sister Sledge?
Oh,
Bye.
they have two computers. So, Christy, you're going to have to mute your computer.
Yeah, one's got to be
one. Christy has this one right here.
If you got two of them, just mute one.
The other one.
Oh, there we go.
You want to talk to Christy or Julie and Christy?
Both of you. I see both of your.
Okay,
Gary, what's up?
Hey,
I have
how are
two
you?
Questions.
Okay. What's your question?
First of all, our father passed away about 9 or 10 years ago.
Okay.
Does he have anything to say to us from the other side, or?
Oh, he's just sitting there and he had to think about it. He's really being cool. He's a very handsome man.
Mm-hmm.
And so he started out older and then he become younger. And he was a super good looking young man. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. He looks like movie star like,
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And so, but he says, tell him I'm not old, but he said he's young and hotter than y'all. He's like making jokes, He's like, I'm young and good looking. He's just being cocky, but he don't really mean it, And so he's being funny, but he's just letting you know it's really him. And he says he loves you, he appreciates you. And he said, don't worry, he said, don't sweat the small stuff. He says you guys get too stirred up in dramas and stuff. And does that make any sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he just says, drop your drama. And he says, don't worry. But he says, don't get hung on the small stuff. He said there's too many big things to think about. And but he says he's giving you really cool spiritual gifts. Okay.
Really?
And so I got this spiritual gift this week. It was really wild. I got this with a friend of mine that was visiting. And I was in way up in Zion heaven. And I was hanging out on the cliff, which is the best energy on the planet Earth. And that's where your dad is. He's there sitting, and it looks like a campfire. And within that fire, there's actually a disc of gold. So it's a disc of gold. It's a very shiny gold. Looks kind of like that. And so, but it's like a disc of gold. And he is throwing this down to you guys. It's a big disc of gold. Now you could feel it go around your body. Feel it? There. You feel that? It's kind of crazy. Your feet are tingling.
Actually, when I was younger, I was maybe 15 years ago, his mother came to me as a ghost, and she had an old can, but there was something inside the can that I can't even explain the beauty of it. What was inside was glowing. Mm-hmm. And then when I started screaming because I realized I'm looking at a ghost, she disappeared. But what was that about?
That was one of these discs. Okay. And so, but they bring you super abundance and bliss and abundance and everything, abundance and love. Yeah, there we are. It kind of looks like that. And so, but there are these discs of gold. And I see those discs coming down to you guys, which will give you abundance, abundance in wealth, money, and abundance, and also happiness. And so, and that's your dad says, if you don't let your drama get in the way. And so your dad said it like that. In other words, like, don't let the drama get in the way. But I see situations where I see money coming to you. Does that make any sense?
Yes, a little bit. It does. Yeah, it does. How about you?
I don't know. It kind of does.
Okay. Well, and you'll see
Can I
that
ask
something.
another question?
What?
Can I ask another question?
Yeah.
I work for a man that owns his own business, and I'm the secretary. And he did something illegal. He got in a drunk driving accident, and the courts are just now going through with him. Can you tell if I should start looking for another job? If he gets put in prison, I'm going to lose my job. I don't know what to do.
It looks like he skates through, but gets, whatever happens, it'll happen. But it looks like he gets very lucky. That's
Okay,
what I think. Yeah.
Okay.
And even if he did get into trouble for a minute, he still needs you.
I know he does.
Yeah. So I still see you being able to work. That's what I see.
Okay.
So yeah, it looks like
I
you're
appreciate
fine.
it. Thank you so much for picking us.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Good luck. No drama. No drama. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good luck. Good luck. Good luck, guys.
Thank you, ladies.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Here we go. Who are we talking to?
Yeah, thank you so much, Gary. Okay, could we get Charles and Arlene on? It's sort of an emergency.
Oh, look at
Okay.
you guys.
Oh, it says Charles, Arlene, and
I
Okay.
wasn't
Yeah,
expecting it. I was almost at the end of the show. Yeah, here, let me turn so you can see Arlene. You see, okay.
Hey, girl. Hello.
First of all, we're doing really well. Thank you for clearing us. Arlene's pain seems to be gone right now. We went to the doctors and had him check up, and just like you said, we didn't tell him anything. He just said, "Oh, it's from lifting." Our dog, lifting too much heavy weights and all. And he checked her breast and said there's no lumps or anything. That she's fine. So, but thank you so much, Gareth. So she's doing well right now. And I had told my friends about it. That, hey, check out the show. I'm on the show. And one of my friends, T, his dad's name is Stanley. He's in the hospital right now. And I was just wondering, I was hoping that you, God, and the angels, if you guys could help him or see what's going on with him. He's supposed to get surgery.
Well, does he have circulatory things going?
He had a stroke.
There we are. Yeah.
And then he was found 4 days afterwards, laying on the floor. He's too stubborn, I guess. I don't know what.
Yeah. Well, here, let me do my part and just clear what I see. Okay. And so I'm just clearing, what I'm seeing. Okay. And so in there, I'm just peeling some stuff out, because of he's got some circulation problems because of the stroke, and that's causing another problem. So it's really important that they run some tests to figure out these particular things. But I see some blockages and some different things, especially in his veins and his neck. Okay. So they need to check on that. That's what I see. And so, but I'm just clearing and pulling all the darkness off I can. And it looks like the doctors will get a hint and they'll be able to help him out. That's what I think. And so, but you might tell them about the neck thing, because somehow or another, I don't know why that's an easy test and easy, I don't know why they hadn't figured this out, but I can see that's what it is. And so, but he looks better. And there's also a medication that's not agreeing with him. So he's got several things happening. And so, but I just cleared off energetically. I cleared off all the darkness that I saw, running through his whole circulatory system, and one leg's acting weird, right?
Oh, I honestly don't know.
You don't know.
Much
Okay. Well, I see that, but he's going to have a little shift in a good way, but they need to really address the circulation thing. That's what I see. And so that's what that is. And so,
Right. I'll show him the videos and have his family check it out. See,
Right.
look into it. Thank
right.
you.
Yeah. So
I
that's
had
what
one-
that is.
One
Okay.
more question. Before we've spoken to you, and you said that Arlene could hear God, right? So I always ask Arlene, say for like crystals, and I would ask about a certain crystal and what's its powers, what it can do and stuff. And I just wanted to know. Well, I'll show you one. Get the one right there, the labradorite. Like this particular one, I would see it, and I would ask her to ask.
Yeah. If
God
you
what-
notice, as soon as you put it in your hands, your sinuses opened.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
remember
didn't do that. I didn't do that. You did that. Okay. That's my point.
Yeah. Okay, but I remember you had these on the show, and you said you put it close to you, it pulls out the negativity out of you. That's
Yeah.
what you had mentioned. Well, I'd
Right.
asked her, what does it do? And she said that it is the most powerful crystal out of all the crystals, and that what you're looking at God's universe, and every little line in it is all the galaxies in his universe. What he said. I'm like, I mean, that's what she said. Someone told her. She could just hear this voice, and I was just wanting to see, is it true?
Well, I think it is true. There's many different crystals that you can use to do many different things. And so, but that particular one, it does tap into the universe. And what happens is, if you have any higher selves that are out in the universe that are captured or stuck in some black hole or something somewhere, it gets rid of that. See, as soon as you picked it up and you held it, it opened your head, and I felt your sinuses immediately open, and see that pulled that negativity out. And so, yeah, no, she's on. She's right on. It does that. It pulls out the negativity. What?
God is telling her this? Is she
Yeah, I hate
talking
to say.
God?
Yeah, now
Tell
she's
her
going to
that-
be like, yeah, she's going to be telling you, honey, at the grocery store, God told me to tell you, but no, she can hear her angels and she can hear God, if that's the question. Absolutely. Yeah. And especially, and when she first wakes up in the morning, she'll wake up, and that's when it's really easiest for her to hear God. And so a lot of times it's that way. It's that way for me. And it's a lot of times that way for other people, because see, you're in sort of that alpha state, and so you're able to pick up and hear. And so that's really good. There we go. Thank you.
Okay.
Hey.
Thank you. Oh, she was doing your meditation from your master class when you went into the source garden.
Yeah.
And she said that she saw Mother Mary come to her. She was
Nice.
barefoot, and she had her hair in a bun, and she put her hand out, and she had 5 black rocks, which we thought were obsidians.
Mhm.
Obsidian, she's handing it to Arlene, but was wondering, could you elaborate on that, what it might mean? Or if it's a spiritual
Well-
gift, you could share with everyone?
Yeah, let me just look at the gift. These are gifts that were, well, interestingly enough, they were pearly orbs. And the reason they look like obsidian and they look dark was because the orbs had pulled the darkness out. So many times you'll see a spiritual gift, but as she held them out, by the time she got her eyes focused, it was on it. It actually it looked sort of dark, but it was actually pearly white balls. And so that's what the gift is. So there they are, and I see them going around your head. See, now I can help. There we go. See, you feel all that going down. She gets gifts really quick. I love that. I love to see that. When I see that with people, it really makes me happy. Like, and so but she's aware of it because she's not a control freak. And it's really easy for her to allow the gifts to come down. And she just believes in God so much that it's really easy for that. And so remember, guys, don't control, just allow, and you'll find it comes easier. Yeah. So they look like that. Looks like a pearly white ball, 5 of them.
It's
What'd she
still
say?
When Charles is sick, only I have is God.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's
I
okay.
was really bad here, but I'm great right now.
Thank you so much.
There was
No.
another thing.
Good.
She had gotten a spiritual gift. She said
She's
God
very
always
sweet.
tells her was a rainbow balloon of light to put it around you and then around the earth. A
Mhm,
rainbow
yeah.
balloon. Like she's,
Yeah, it was a
just-
rainbow. It was a rainbow orb, is what it was. And so, and
Okay.
that's what it is. She's like a joy. I see all these angels and beautiful things all around her, and then I see a God spirit slipping down into her. So she has got freaky healing abilities. Yeah. And so she's going to be able to use a lot of her gifts that will come to her. And so that's a really big deal. Tell her to ask God for his hand. Tell her to sit up so I can see her. Come on, sit up. Let me look at you. Come on. There we are. Ask God to give me your gift of your hand. Let me have your hand, God. Okay, now he just reached and did it. Okay, there we are. Now look how warm you got. Feel that? See? You got really hot. You got really hot. And so now when you touch people, you'll find you can help heal them. It'll really you'll be surprised how easy it is. There we go. Good luck, guys. I love you guys. I gotta go. They're screaming at me over here and making me
Thank
do
you,
stuff.
Charles and Arlene.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you
Okay.
guys. I really appreciate you guys. Thanks for listening to Tapping In and looking at Tapping In. You guys are fun. I love you guys. And this week I'll be hanging out doing private readings all week long. You guys are what I do. You know, so if you have questions, things you want to know about, things you want to hear about, just call me up. There's a lot of weird dark energies, but there's a lot of beautiful spiritual gifts that are absolutely hanging out ready to come to you, and they'll just show up in your world if you ask for it. And remember, a lot of angels are showing up in the forms of other people, and sometimes it's really important to realize how big of an earth angel you are, because you may show up and help other people too. Just do your best to help as many folks as you can every week, and you'll find that's just the kind of the lay of the land these days. That's the click. And so as you need something, they show up and help you, and then you try to help them as much as you can. Be an earth angel. You get a bunch of earth angels. Call me up for private reading. Call me now, and it's really simple. It's 800-827-GARY, 800-827-GARY, or GarySpivey.com. And so I appreciate you guys. And I see all these people I love, including I see Richard and Alice. I love those guys. I see them. Hey, Alice, I love you guys. I miss you. I miss eating. We almost ate ourselves to death. You know, it's so fun. And people are your family. I learned oneness from Richard and Alice because they are totally beautiful oneness folks in Ojai, California. They were my neighbors in Ojai, and so I can't go too long without seeing them. And but I love you guys. I appreciate you guys, and I can't go long without seeing you guys. I look forward to you coming to the spiritual retreat and be a part of the Enlightenment Club, and then you can be part of our family. It's really easy, and all you got to do to join it is simply go to GarySpivey.com, and this gets you to the master classes, which we'll be doing next weekend. Next Sunday, we're having a master class, and you can sign up, and you'll get all the energy clearings on Wednesday. All the other stuff we do, we'll let you know about things as soon as we know them. And as soon as I get spiritual gifts, I do my best to get them to you guys. And if I recognize from you guys that there's a certain spiritual gift that I think everybody could really use, I try to make that known as well. So let me know about all your stuff. And what am I missing, Dean? What am I forgetting about? I'm probably forgetting about something.
Spiritual retreat, masterclass.
Spiritual retreat. Yeah, May 4th. What was the last thing you said?
Readings.
Oh yeah, 800-827-GARY. Said that. And so, but the master class and then the retreat, you can join me right here in beautiful North Carolina at our retreat center, my home in North Carolina, May 4th through the 7th. And we've got all kinds of really cool stuff planned for you, but you need to book it because this one will sell out. And so I can always tell it's a certain vibe. 800-827-GARY, or just simply call Michelle, and she takes really good care of you guys. 702-822-0548. Call to reserve it, 702-822-0548, and Michelle at GarySpivey.com. Anyway, I think I got it out. I think I said everything.
Good job.
I love you. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Remember to use those spiritual gifts. Remember to use all those spiritual gifts that we got. There was a ton of spiritual gifts that came down tonight that were very, very high vibration spiritual gifts. That beautiful ball of light is so important. Just simply imagine this beautiful ball of light, sort of fluorescent looking, but pearly white. And so that's a beautiful orb, and use that thing. And then we got this beautiful spiritual gift of the crown for your child spirit. I never seen that big crown that came down to child spirits before, but that was really cool. Thank you, Judy. Thank you, guys. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. I don't want to leave you, but I better go. Talk to you soon. Take care. See you soon.